first time in a while, this is interesting. These companies, they are presenting perhaps a real threat to American tech giants. You've got Huawei and Apple, Temu and Shein to Amazon. You've got NIO and other EV makers to Tesla, perhaps. So this isn't going to be contained within China, but this is reaching our shores as well and could even have impact on our tech landscape.
China has by far the most sophisticated supply chain ever built in the history of humanity. The country produces absolutely everything, from raw materials to chemicals and oil to finished products like the screen you're using to watch this video today or the camera that I'm using to record it. Some analysts have said that many factors like the rise of labor cost or new competitors in the manufacturing landscape like India or Vietnam might result in a slowdown in the production of goods in China. But that is not going to happen anytime soon, and I will explain you why.
China is not easily replaced in global supply chains. In some sense, it's too central to decouple. It's simply too large, too attractive, and too efficient in terms of supply chain. If you try and compare China with kind of the rest of Southeast Asia or ASEAN companies, the figures kind of stack up, but they can't easily replace China.
See, during the last 10 years I've been in China, I've seen companies growing to become leaders in their own fields. Big players like Xiaomi, DJI, Tencent, or Alibaba, they all have become some of the largest corporations on the planet. And the thing is that other than having a very solid supply chain and skilled workforce, the country is focusing now on 3 areas that are making China stronger than ever. And these are automation, creativity, and good quality.
China is already incredibly innovative in so many areas. And there are apps and business models that could only have been created here. Highly technical, highly precise, advanced manufacturing, and the skill here is just incredible.
There is a particular type of company that not many people know about, but they are considered the backbone of China's manufacturing industry. I am talking about the original design manufacturers, or ODMs. Simply put, these are companies that manufacture products for other brands, and they actually play a crucial role in the global supply chain. These companies have traditionally been producing goods for many of the world's leading brands across various sectors, including electronics, apparel, cars, and consumer goods.
What is interesting about technology or gadgets, for example, an iPhone, is that every single part might be designed by different companies. That happens with different kind of products like lamps, computers, vacuums, phones. So I am visiting today a company that is actually one of the responsible of designing and producing some of the parts for big gadgets.
These ODMs have historically focused on making products according to the specifications of foreign brands. But now what's happening is that many are evolving and adding value through creativity, innovation, and design. As you might know by now, Chinese manufacturers became experts in scaling products, maintaining consistent quality, and managing complex supply chains. Actually, this kind of expertise allowed companies like Foxconn, a major supplier for Apple, to become a global giant.
They have a bunch of air purifiers and heaters. They also have here some home appliances like a blender, air fryer. None of these products actually belong to them, but they do manufacture for other kind of brands. And that's what is interesting here in China. Certain products that you might think they're 100% developed by these brands, that is not the case. Actually, here in China, there are tons and tons of companies that are actually behind the technologies that all these tech giants use on their products.
Chinese manufacturers are seeking to differentiate themselves by moving up the value chain. This shift involves expanding the role from merely producing products to also contributing to the product design, engineering, and innovation. In fact, companies like TCL or Xiaomi began as ODMs, but have become throughout the time large consumer brands, selling products globally under their own names.
Perhaps this Leaderson company is not that well known all around the world, but next time you use your blender, they're probably manufacturing that specific product for you under the brand that you think that you purchased from.
China's role as a world-class manufacturer has been characterized more and more by its growing emphasis on creativity and innovation. Even though traditionally known for its ability to produce goods at scale and low cost, China is now rapidly transforming itself from a manufacturing powerhouse focused on quantity to one that values quality, design, and technological innovation.
This part for smart home is actually something that got my attention a lot because they're developing outdoor cameras, keypads, thermostats, remote controls, doorbell cameras, smoke detectors. Again, none of these products belong to that brand directly. They're simply developing and producing and manufacturing all these range of products for other brands and companies around the world.
Chinese companies, supported by government initiatives like Made in China 2025, are increasingly focused on developing high-tech products. This push towards innovation is actually seen in the rise of Chinese tech giants like Huawei, Xiaomi, or BYD, which are leading the way in the 5G, consumer electronics, and electric vehicles respectively. But also there is an important trend within Chinese companies that shows a change. They are shifting from quantity to quality. I recently visited one of the R&D centers of Bilibili International in the city of Kunshan in Jiangsu province, and this is where I found out.
Bilibili is a brand that I'm pretty sure you have heard of, or if you have kids, you definitely have seen their products. One of the things that I love about these kind of showrooms, how futuristic and well designed they are. You have LED lights everywhere, lamps, and it feels very spacious. It makes you feel like you are in a very futuristic showroom. We have here some very cool designs, and then you have like for more specialized use, if you are like a sport person and you need to go like running or taking a walk, you can just take also their products with you. And these products are also proven not to be just safe, but also modern and good looking. They're also designing a different line of products that are categorized as smart products. They have different kind of sensors or different kind of technology that allow you to connect with your mobile device and keep track of perhaps the location of different functions that you can control with your mobile device.
Over the last decade, Chinese companies have been moving away from being just a producer of low-cost products for foreign brands. And they also have begun to focus on developing their own brands, particularly in the high-end market. For instance, in the car industry, brands like NIO, Li Auto, or XPeng are leading the change in the electric vehicle market. These companies are not just producing affordable EVs, but they are also creating premium vehicles with advanced technology, luxurious features, and sleek design that appeal to both domestic and international consumers.
In last year, with 1.86 million new energy vehicle car sales, which is 3 times of the previous year, BYD became the world #1 new energy vehicle brand.
There's also a new focus lately in China that includes both the private sector and the government, something that I like to call a shift to the electric economy. And it also applies to the manufacturing industry. One of the primary reasons for the rapid adoption of the automation in China is the increasing cost of labor. As China's economy has grown, salaries of course have risen, eroding the low-cost labor advantage that once made the country the world's manufacturing hub. Many Chinese companies have shifted to automation in a way to reduce reliance on manual labor and improve efficiency. Of course, China is known for producing a lot of different kind of materials, including fabric and textile. This is a very interesting place because it's 90% automatic. We have a lot of machines that are making all the process of making this material. So just a little portion of the work is made by people. Smart factories, also known as Industry 4.0 facilities, are designed to be highly efficient, flexible, and responsive to changing market demands. One of their main features is that they have interconnected systems that allow for real-time monitoring and optimization of production processes. this smart factory. It's a thread factory where they've been working for several decades. We're seeing the evolution of these kind of companies into smart factories, digital workshops, where they are using the latest equipment to create quality products. One of the key features of smart factories here in China is that they use big data and artificial intelligence for predictive maintenance and process optimization. Sensors embedded in machinery and production lines continuously collect data, which is then analyzed to predict potential equipment failures before they happen. They've been doing this for several years. Since the very beginning, of course, they didn't come with this kind of technology, but today they are becoming a modern company, a huge company that is making all these products with the help of the technologies. They are calling this an intelligent spinning factory, where they have mostly machines working to create these products. Just through these doors, inside, that's where all the action is happening. China's position as the world's factory is unlikely to diminish anytime soon. The country's extensive infrastructure, deep expertise, and well-established supply chains mean that it will likely continue to play a significant role in global manufacturing in the long term. While some productions may shift to other countries, the scale and efficiency that China offers is really difficult to replicate quickly.
They are showcasing some very cool lamps. They're using different kind of technologies, and they're using very kind of cool designs to make them more attractive for both the domestic and the international market. For example, this lamp here is gradually increasing the light and say we don't turn it off. So of course it's using touch sensitive technology.
By investing big amounts of money in R&D and using the latest manufacturing equipment, China is transforming its role from a low-cost producer to a leader in innovative, high-quality manufacturing. This shift towards creativity is not only enhancing the global perception of Chinese products, but also positioning China as a key player in the future of global manufacturing, where innovation and adaptability are extremely important.
Well, these lamps here are using elements from the Chinese culture to make this design. You can tell it kind of resembles these hats that people use on the rice fields to protect from the sun. That's the source of inspiration for this brand. They're using also technology like 3D printing for this cover for this lamp.
Automation within China's industry is a key driver of the country's shift towards a more advanced, innovative, and competitive manufacturing sector. The widespread adoption of robotics, AI, and automated technologies helping Chinese companies to reduce costs, increase efficiency, and improve quality, positioning China one more time as a leader in the global landscape.
Folks, I'm going to be wandering around nice and beautiful places here in China and documenting about it. I will also be Instagramming my day-to-day and my trips in this awesome country. Feel free to follow me and leave your comments and impression over there about life in China. I will leave the link to my account in the description down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my follow-up stories about what's going on in this part of the world. If you think there might be someone else interested in these kind of videos, please consider sharing. My name is Rafael, thanks for watching, and stay safe until next time.